Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What happens when forbidden love, family loyalty, and a dangerously delusional ex collide in one explosive week? Trust me, this is the kind of drama that doesn't just simmer, it detonates. This week, emotions are running wild as Steffi takes control. Hope pushes back, and Deacon finds himself torn between the women he married and the women he can't stop thinking about. Sheila shocks everyone by cornering Taylor with a jaw dropping request about her failing marriage. Meanwhile, Deacon and Taylor, undeniable chemistry, refuse to die, no matter how hard they try to bury it. And just when it seems like things couldn't get messier, fantasies, jealousy, and reckless decisions threaten to blow everything apart. Let's start at the Cliff House, where Steffi and Finn steal a few passionate minutes before the chaos of the day begins. Even in the intimate moment, Steffi's mind is elsewhere. She is determined to confront Hope about Deacon and Taylor. Finn, ever the voice of reason, questions whether bringing this drama into the workplace is smart. But Steffi isn't backing down. She understands that Hope wants her father with someone stable, someone rational. But in Steffi's eyes, Taylor and Deacon together is a ticking time bomb. The history, the baggage, the danger of Sheila lurking in the background. It's too much. Steffi believes ultimatum worked. She thinks warnings shut the door on Taylor. And Deacon for good, she even dares to admit that maybe, just maybe, Sheila has changed a little. But not enough, not nearly enough. And the idea that her own mother could be drawn to Deacon after everything, that's something she simply cannot process. While Steffi is busy laying down the law, Deacon walks into Forrester surrounded by his children. Hope and Dake aren't subtle. They want answers. They want to become what's really going on between him and Taylor. They tell him they're proud of the man he's become, proud of how far he's come, but they also believe he deserves more than a marriage that feels hollow. Hope pushes him to admit what's obvious to everyone else, that his heart isn't in his marriage, that it's with Taylor. Deacon resists. He refuses to dissect his love life in the middle of the design studio. But his hesitation says everything. The kids see right through him. If he didn't care, he would say it plainly. Instead, he dodges, and in soap world, dodging is basically a confession. Meanwhile, Taylor is at Giardino, waiting on a delayed pizza order. When the last person she wants to see approaches her table, Sheila, and what Sheila asks next is beyond awkward. She tells Taylor that her marriage is suffering. The deacon is all work and no play, that they haven't been intimate in a long time, and she wants Taylor's help fixing it. Yes, you heard that right. Sheila is anxious. She feels distance. She senses something is wrong. And instead of confronting Deacon directly, she turns to the very woman who is reason for that distance. Taylor makes it clear she is no longer seeing Deacon professionally. Sheila tries to spin it, even asking to become her patient. Taylor shuts it down. It would be completely inappropriate. But Sheila doesn't understand why her husband has lost interest, and she's desperate to figure it out. The moment Sheila finally leaves, Deacon appears, and the tension shifts instantly. He's thrilled to see Taylor. She's nervous. She reminding him how risky this is. But Deacon can barely contain himself. He admits he can't stop thinking about her, that being apart from her is painful, that he loves her so much it physically ages. Taylor, despite her better judgment, admits she loves him too. The chemistry is electric, undeniable, and completely dangerous. But here's where things take a wild turn. Spoilers tease that Deacon decides to try to recommit to his marriage, not because he's over Taylor, but because he believes Taylor could lose her family if their affair continues. So, he does what he thinks is a noble thing. He focuses on the small flicker left in his marriage to Sheila, even though it's barely there. Sheila, on the other hand, expects him to fulfill his duties as a husband. She's already suspicious, and so Deacon gives in. He takes her to bed, but the entire time his mind is somewhere else, with Taylor. Imagine that, physically present with Sheila, emotionally lost in a fantasy of Taylor. Sheila, completely unaware of the truth, mistreats the moment. She thinks that the spark has returned. She might even brag about how passionate he was, believing therapy somehow worked miracles. But the reality, Deacon's hurt never left Taylor, and it won't stay hidden for long. Sooner or later, temptation wins again. Deacon and Taylor make out once more, and you can't just feel it building toward a disaster. Maybe Sheila walks in on them. Maybe Deacon accidentally says Taylor's name in the wrong moment. Either way, when Sheila learns the truth, her reaction won't be calm. It won't be rational. It will be explosive. Back at Forrester, Herb grows increasingly frustrated with Steffi's constant interference. She's tired of being told what to do, both professionally and personally. She believes their parents deserve the freedom to make their own choices. Steffi, however, sees herself as protecting her family from a threat that never truly disappears. The clash between these two women is becoming less about their parents and more about control. The fallout from this situation could ripple through every relationship on canvas. If Sheila discovers Deacon's true feelings, we are looking at a potential meltdown of epic proportions. Sheila doesn't handle betrayal quietly, and if Taylor gets caught in the crossfire, it could fracture her already fragile relationship with Steffi. Deacon's attempt to do the right thing might actually make things worse. By pretending to recommit while fantasizing about someone else, he's setting up a deeper betrayal. And if Steffi learns that her mother ignored her ultimatum, that could drive a wedge between them. Meanwhile, Herb's rebellion against Steffi's authority could escalate into a full blown power struggle at work. This isn't just about romance anymore. It's about autonomy, boundaries, and who gets to control the narrative. Honestly, Deacon is playing with fire. I get it. He doesn't want Taylor to lose her family. That's noble. But going back to Sheila while emotionally invested in someone else is a disaster waiting to happen. And Sheila is not someone you'll test like this. As for Steffi, I understand her fear. Sheila has done terrible things, but trying to micromanage everyone's choices only pushes people away. Hope isn't wrong to want her father happy, and Taylor isn't a teenager who needs permission to fall in love. The real issue here is that no one is being fully honest, and in this world, secrets always explodes. So now I have to ask you, what do you think happens next? Does Sheila catch Deacon and Taylor in the act? Does Deacon sleep up and say the wrong name at the worst possible time? Or does Taylor finally walk away before everything crashes down? Drop your predictions in the comments below because I want to hear your theories, and if you love breaking down every twist and turn like this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next drama filled update. Trust me, the story is getting just started.